Disclaimer. We are unqualified and unapologetic. We are not professionals. We are not doctors. We are not therapists or mental health experts. Just a real couple living real life. So take what works, leave what doesn't. Let's do this.
Sessions and lessons unscripted. Say it twice so you don't forget it. Hey! Session lessons unscripted. Hit record, let the mess get edited in my head.
What's going on, people? Your host, Joel Rosario. Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. And over there, on the other side of the table, Gloria Rosario.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Just like we rehearsed. Or not. Trust me, people, there's no rehearsing here. We
No.
just kind of wing it.
We kind of just throw it together and see where we end up.
Yes. We throw it at the wall and whatever sticks, that's what we're going with. So, and literally, that's what we did.
Basically.
Some of you guys know the history already, but yeah, we're just kind of faking it till we make it.
Fake it till we make it.
Hi. How are you? Half asleep.
No,
Well, speaking of half asleep, what's up with Pickles?
Oh, he's sleeping. Leave him alone.
Pickles look like he's chilling.
Pickle's about to pass out.
Chilling like a villain.
No, I was okay, and then I just took my Benadryl like 15 minutes ago, and now I'm like, woo. I'm winding down.
So she's under the influence right now. This is going to be an interesting one. So
I'm not under the influence of anything. Don't say that.
So she's going to start talking gibberish.
Oh, I speak gibberish always.
I'm going to open a door here.
No.
Because I already know it's going to come back to me tenfold.
What?
So one thing that Gloria does, and I think is kind of funny, so she'll fall asleep, like say on the couch or whatever, we're laying down and she falls asleep, and she'll just blurt out random things.
Yeah.
Like when she wakes up, and then she'll be like, how come the lawn is colored blue? It's like, what? And then I just look at her like, all right, I don't know what the heck you're saying. And then she'll fall back asleep. Or like she'll just say some kind of gibberish or something.
You think I'm weird? Joel. Not too long ago, I was up. It was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and I was messing around on my phone. I was playing games. And then all of a sudden I hear, let's go to school to become detectives. It's like, the fudge? What are you talking about? He's like, I want to be a detective. Let's go. I was like, all right, let's do it.
I have been told that before, that I talk in my sleep.
He genuinely talks in his sleep. He giggles. Like, sometimes it's creepy.
I've heard that one too, where I'll laugh in my sleep.
Sometimes when I can't sleep, I'll listen to other podcasters that have like scary stories and true stories and all that stuff. So I'm already in the mindset of being like creeped out at like in the middle of the night because I can't sleep. And I hear Joel go, hee 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 hee.
And this is with a CPAP mask on.
That scared the crap out of me. And I was like, Joel, are you sleeping? I was like, nah, okay, I'm done. Time to go to bed. So yeah, I wake up half asleep, half awake trying to have a conversation, and it just doesn't work in my favor. But Joel just randomly shouts things in the middle of the night.
Yes, I've heard that. I do that.
Or he does this other thing too, where I don't know if he's dreaming that there's like bugs on him or whatever, but he'll start, and then he'll reach over to me and he's like, what do you want, man? And then I realized that he's sleeping. I was like, okay, weirdo.
I'm making sure the bugs are on you.
Yeah. Anyways, enough of giving our weirdness away.
Man, I don't know what's up with me today. I don't know if it's a dryness in the air or what the heck's going on. I just can't get it together. Ugh. Right, lady? She's under the influence. Look at her.
I am. I'm getting tired. Let's move on with the episode. Just let's do this. Let's chug along.
So obviously she's not doing well.
I had enough of not sleeping. I'm starting to feel kind of off, so I'm forcing myself to sleep tonight. I took 2 Benadryls.
Yeah, I don't know. You've always had sleeping issues since I've known you.
Yeah, I was like,
Is that a result of like the head injury or is
no,
that?
I've had that since I think it's a trauma response.
Yeah, but the head injury couldn't have helped it at
Well,
all.
it probably didn't help it at all, but I can go seriously, I've counted up to 3.5 days, 4 days max without sleeping. And this is just be like taking naps, like hour or 2 naps at night, and then my body wakes up and I feel like I've slept for like 8 hours. That's not good. So I've been doing a lot of that lately, and today I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna pop these bennies real quick and make myself knock out.
Is that the street name for what you're doing?
I don't know. I just call
Since
them
you're all
bennies.
ghetto and everything.
It's called Benadryl.
Yeah.
They're legal.
You call them bennies.
I call them bennies though, just because I like to feel gangster. Whoop whoop.
See, you can take the girl out of the ghetto.
But you can't take the ghetto out. Girl. People don't believe that I'm like ghetto. I was like, trust me, yes, I can be.
And I, in my experience in my youth and all that, I lived in the hood and not so good neighborhoods and around gangs and all that kind of stuff, right? Drugs, whatever. But where was I going with this? Yeah, I mean, I never let that stuff kind of, I guess, take me over or consume
See,
me or anything.
Here's the thing, and I feel like this is not just for me, but other females, especially Latina females, or maybe even black females, kind of go through this. People of color, I should say. When we speak our minds, sometimes it comes across rough because we tend to be a little bit more honest and open and like blunt and to the point.
Yeah, I think so.
And that other people identify us as being ghetto, but it's not that we're being ghetto, it's that we're very forward.
Well, I think that's debatable.
Well, this is coming from a female of color telling you, a man of color, because it's
I get
different.
it, but I'm saying there's people that do get obnoxious.
No, there are.
Quote unquote
There
ghetto.
are, but there's a lot of females like me with my attitude and my strong personality and just, that come across like, we're ghetto or whatever, but it's not that we're ghetto, it's that we're very forward and I have a mouth on me and that just happens to
So
fall.
what we're saying is then we wouldn't call you ghetto, we'd just call you a straight up bitch.
Yeah, you can call me a bitch. I'm okay with that. I wear that badge proudly, my dear.
Be better. Don't be a bitch.
Be better.
Anyway.
The bitch is the one that accomplishes things, let me tell you.
I've always said that I am the most like I'm never ghetto, right? I try not to act that way or whatever. But there is a line you can cross. And I could show you how ghetto I can get. But no, I don't do that.
You're too gentle to be.
I'm like a teddy bear.
Yeah,
That's what
he is.
everybody tells me. You're like a big teddy bear. Or you got a kid brain.
Are you sure they're not calling you slow?
I mean, they might be. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like I'm a little step behind sometimes.
No, I know I'm always behind. But
Well, that goes without saying.
now
Anyways,
it's anyways.
let's move on because this one's probably going to fall asleep on you.
I definitely am.
And I would not want that.
So let's move on.
Even though I'm sure you guys would enjoy the show with just me and not worry about her.
Oh,
Because that's why you really tune in.
really? You can do this by yourself today. I'll go Mimi's. I'm okay with that.
No, I want you to stick
It will
around.
take me and Pickles, and we will go upstairs and take a nap.
No.
Yes.
Pickles looks like he's already taken
Well,
a nap.
Pickles is about to be in for a rude awakening.
All right. So today we were talking about, I guess, like socializing back in the day and how it could be awkward and just certain things we used to do that most people, I guess, don't do anymore. I guess, right? That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
So we'll just run through things, whatever. So yeah, so you guys our age and around our age will probably relate to a lot of these. So number one on the list is making phone calls without anxiety. Gen X grew up calling people's homes and talking to whoever answered. There was no texting first.
No.
No, there wasn't. You just called, and then it was always their mom or dad picking up.
You want to know something funny? Sometimes I would have whole ass conversations with the parents.
I don't think I ever did.
No. I don't know. I was the type of kid that, well, at least when I was younger, before I started to be an asshole, a lot of the parents liked me. It was kind of weird.
I
Like,
was
they
the same, but I
genuinely-
never had. I mean, if they asked me questions like "How are you?" and I mean, I'd be polite. And
Well, yeah,
answer.
it would always be like that. And then you could hear my friend in the background, "Mom, give me the phone."
Yeah, you would always hear your friend screaming in the background.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would call and and that or their sibling would answer, and
Yeah.
then if it was an older sibling, they always gave you crap
Oh, all the time.
before they handed the
Yeah.
phone over. Then when they handed the phone over, they gave their sibling crap. And then mom, and then it just started the whole thing. And then you'd hear in the background, "Don't stay on the phone too long. I have to pay the phone bill." Right? They'd complain.
Yeah.
I know that was one complaint, like with my parents, like when my friends would call or I wanted to, like, I think I rarely called anyone because they costed money to make phone calls.
My mom really wasn't strict on the phone. She would rather have us talking on the phone than being out there doing God knows what.
Not us.
No.
Don't talk on the phone. It costs me money.
What my mom didn't like for me to do, and it was popular back in the day, and some of you might remember this, the three-way call.
Oh, that was such a big deal
That
when
was
we were able to do
such a
that.
big deal, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big deal when you can have two friends on at the same time.
Yeah, from two different locations. It was like,
Whoa.
whoa, that was like magical.
Or then then it was a big deal when they started the 1-800 collect or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would use that constantly. I would be somewhere far and I'd dial 1-800 call.
Then you would just tell them,
Whatever.
like, when it says leave your message, you would just say something real fast and then hang up.
Or leave your name after the beep.
Yeah.
Mom, come pick me up. I'm at the lake.
Yeah. And then hang up.
Yeah. And you just wait for your parents to pick you up. Or it was star 69 was to call back the number,
The number that just called you, yeah.
And star 67, and then you would dial the area code and the person's phone number, and it would show up as anonymous on their caller ID.
Now ask her why she would know that.
Oh, I used to prank call people all the time. It was a thing to do back then.
I don't know if I've ever prank called anyone.
That was our favorite thing to do when we had like sleepovers and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I ever. Actually, that's not. Well, I think I was older. I was like 18, 19. I'll tell this story real fast before we move on. So I worked at this one place, and we didn't have we didn't use the phone, like the office phones or whatever. If we had to make a phone call or receive a phone call, we had a pay phone. We would give whoever that number, and then they'd call that phone.
Yeah.
And then whoever was the closest to the phone would pick it up and be like, Frank, it's for you, or whatever. So I was messing with this one guy, and I would call the phone, and it'd ring. He would go to pick it up. I'd hang up. He'd look at the phone, hang it up. And then, of course, the first couple times it was like not a big deal, right? So then I would just keep doing it. And then I would strategically, I wouldn't do it like one right after the other. I'd give it a few, then let it ring. He'd go hang up again. And at one point, he was starting to get frustrated. I was bored that day, but I thought it was funny.
You know, what we used to do, oh man, we were such assholes. I remember that one time I was spending the night at a friend's house and we were bored. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Like there was nothing to watch on TV. We were just bored.
Instead of sleeping,
Yeah. So instead of sleeping,
I'd
you
be
don't.
sleeping.
No, yeah. And we used to stay up all night and do all sorts of stupid things. But we would call their crush and my crush at like 3 in the morning repeatedly. Because remember, you can call star or dial star 67 and then the number and it would come up anonymous. So we would call, wait a couple minutes, call, wait a couple minutes, and then you could hear the parents progressively getting mad. It was so funny to us, you know? But then the parents got the phone bill. You used to get charged,
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like playing around. I think I got in trouble for that. Well, I got trouble a couple times because of the phone, but that was a thing, right? Because I
Yeah.
mean, they had to pay the bill. It's
Yeah.
like, and the more you screwed around on the phone, then it would reflect on the bill, and then it was like, okay,
One last thing. So they don't have it now, or I'm sure they don't, but back in our times, in the back of like the Teeny Bopper or Teen Bop or what was the other one? Teen Bop,
Tiger Beat.
Tiger Beat, Teen Magazine. All these magazines used to have like 1-900 numbers in the back, but it wasn't for like porn or anything like that. It would be like,
Of course not. It's a
could
teen magazine.
Well, people are weird.
You're weird.
I am. So there'd be like 1-900-44 new kid or something. So
And Jordan Knight will leave you a message.
yeah, call every day. The message changes daily. Please remember, or please know that there are charges will apply. I didn't care, dude. I would just like, well, at first it started with me and my friend at her house calling. And eventually she would get bored and I was like, whatever. She walked away and I would keep calling. And every time you called, it'd be like another message or a new message, or they'd ask you a question, laugh, and be like, oh, that's so cool. If you would like to talk to Donnie, please push number 2. And, you know, you'd follow along and they'd keep you on the phone longer and longer and longer. Man, I think the phone bill back then, it came out to $900.
Oof.
$900
That
in
was
like
like $9,000 back then.
in the early 80s or late 80s, early 90s, $900 for a phone bill was unheard of. But we kept calling that number so much every time that I went over there, and my mom had to pay her mom back. Yeah, it was not a good time.
All right, so I'll tell my quick phone story, my phone bill story. I think I might have even said it before, but anyways, so I know everyone out there thinks that I'm so good, clean, and wholesome.
Ugh, whatever.
But speaking of
Fools, all of you.
976 numbers,
Uh-huh.
so I remember there was this one line. I don't remember where the hell I even heard about it. It might have been a kid at school or something. I don't know. I used to hang out with some deviants. But anyways, so little innocent me decided to call this number, and it was, but it wasn't like, I mean, it was for adults. Let's just say that.
So
But
what?
it
Was
wa-
it a woman's talking about, oh, are you going to go shopping for
No.
eggs? Can you please add some milk to the list? Was it that, or was it
No.
like bomb?
No, it was for adults. How to do adult things. Okay, but it wasn't. It was graphic, but not graphic like that. That's what I'm getting at. It wasn't. It was for adults that wanted to know about stuff, adult stuff. I'm trying to keep it semi-clean here.
Just talk about it, dude.
I am talking about it, but I'm not gonna talk up.
So
Say
okay,
so. It was a line to. It was like a sex helpline.
okay, that's what you had to say. Because I'm like, what are they telling you? How to fry an egg, or
So I guess if you were an adult and you wanted the better tips or whatever, that's what it was.
oh, that was dumb. Well, I guess not dumb. I guess you're a kid and curious, right?
Well, yeah. So I was so curious, I brought up the bill, a few $100s. And all I remember is my dad opening the bill and just this guttural scream coming from Mr. Rosario.
Ted, the show.
Yeah,
They covered that. That was hilarious.
That's why I kind of had to laugh because I'm like, yeah, been there, done that. Yep.
Oh, if you
They
guys
just
haven't watched the last season of Ted, man, you
That's a
guys
great
need to
show.
watch it.
That's a great show.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was me. I ran up the phone bill, and I think my dad called it to see what the hell it was.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because on the list, I remember the bill had the number listed like, I don't know, it looked like 1,000,000 times. Because I would call it every day. I think it was every day. Because it would change every day.
Right.
So it was like a different tip every day or a different, like, I don't even remember. I mean, it got graphic, but it's like, I mean, it's for adults, right? So, yeah, man, I remember I got in trouble for that. And then, of course, like, we weren't even allowed to touch the phone after that. Like, if they saw us anywhere near the phone, oh, no way.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, I learned my lesson. So.
That was funny.
Yeah, you pervert. All right, anyways, let's see. We're moving on because she's going to fall asleep.
I'm not. I'm up.
Showing up without invitations. Friends often knock on the door unannounced and ask, can you come out and play? And vice versa, right? Yeah, I mean, you did that all the time. You just run up this, like, it was awesome, too, because they live in your neighborhood, right? So...
Well, because you couldn't drive to your friend's house at like 6 years old.
So you would just walk the block or two and then like just show up and be like, hey, you want to come outside? Or they would come to your house and be like, hey, can you come out?
There was a couple of friends that I was like so close to the family that I wouldn't even have to knock. Like the door would be open and I'd just shout, hey, I'm here. And the mom would be like, oh, come on in, Gloro. Blah, blah, blah.
I never got that. Maybe they didn't like us.
Maybe they didn't like you.
That's impossible. Everyone likes me.
No, I miss those days because I think I talked about this on a recent episode on here. How it's sad that one day you just didn't realize that it was going to be like the last time that you hang out with like your little like core friends. And then you guys move on to like 6th, 7th grade and you guys separate and all that. It's kind of crazy because all of our friends used to live like in the vicinity within walking distance.
Yep.
And then when you were able to drive, all of a sudden your friend lived like another town or two over or something like that. It was weird.
You know, now that you mention that, that
Yeah.
was kind of a weird thing. I remember when, because I went to a school and a lot of us had known each other since
Right.
pre-kindergarten. I've known guys for the whole 8 years or 9 years that I was there. So when it was time for us all to leave, it was very weird because now everyone's going to high schools that are scattered all over the city, and you may not see them again or hear from them anymore. It was a weird kind of time.
It was a weird time because I remember that like I went to a different school than everybody else because like everybody that lived in my area in the apartment complex, they all went to one elementary school and I went to the other elementary school on the other side of our area. So all my friends were from like the other side of the area, and then once I transferred over to like the home school or like my area school, then all my friends were like from there. But then as soon as I was able to drive, my friends were like, you know, in another town or something. So it's kind of weird. You kind of separate.
Yeah, because I remember it was weird to go to like my one friend's house. I mean, he literally lived around the school. So
Yeah.
I'd go there and then I'd walk to his house. And it was after we all graduated 8th grade, it was just weird we had all graduated. there was that period of time, like during the summer, people were doing their own thing, doing whatever. And then I remember we had all entered high school. We all started going to high school. And then when I went to see one of my friends, it was weird because he became not that this is a big deal, but he became a smoker. He turned into like a big metalhead. So he was a headbanger. So he he had the jacket, the jean vest
Yeah.
with all the band patches on it. He grew his hair out, and it was like a shock, like, because that's not how I remembered him.
Right.
That's not how I left you. And I came back and you're totally different. Like it was like he was a different kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a weird period of time.
Yeah.
That whole transition from
Like little kid to like
grade
preteen.
school to
Yeah.
teenager and being in high school, and yeah, it was weird.
It was weird because like I said, you grow up with your like core group of friends and you guys say, "Oh, we're going to be best friends until we're old." And it's just like you don't realize how much life changes that one summer. You know, when everybody's like transitioning to like different schools and stuff.
Have you ever kept in touch with grade school people or no? I don't think
I have
no one
3 people I talk to still from elementary school.
really.
Well, one of them was my friend that lives in Wisconsin, or she lived in Wisconsin at the time. You know who I'm talking about. And then we went to her wedding. I knew it was kind of weird because like I met her brother when I was in 1st grade and he was in 2nd grade, and we were really cool. We were like friends. And I used to go over to his house and draw and stuff and play, and then I would go home. And then it's weird because like I didn't talk to his sister. I didn't even know he had a sister that was my age, and I didn't know that. And then I remember in like I met her in like 4th or 5th grade, and I was like talking to her about like my friend or whatever. I was like, "Oh, my friend so and so, and he lives over there by that park." And she's like, "I live there." I was like, "Really?" She's like, "You want to come over to my house?" I was like, "Yeah." And then he had moved to a different school, and I moved to a different school, and I didn't realize that, you know, it was him. And then we're walking towards her house. I was like, I know this place. You know, I thought that they were like neighbors or something. And then she walks in the door, and I was like, "This is Dean's house." And she's like, "Yeah, you know my brother Dean?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "He was my friend or whatever." And as it turns out, they were brother and sister, and I never met her until like we were older. But we were the same age. It was weird. But she's been in my life for like ever, and then maybe like 1 or 2 other people. But most of them, no, I don't talk to them. Like I'm friends with some of them on Facebook and stuff, but you know, it's just passing by acquaintances. Nothing like, "Oh, we're gonna go to the mall tomorrow, or we're gonna hang out or whatever." Who goes to the mall?
There isn't really any
No,
left.
but it's not like I'm gonna go have coffee with them or something, you know. So
All right. Next, reading a room. Without social media, people learn body language, tone, facial expressions, and social cues face to face.
yes,
I think that's an important thing
oh,
because
so
I think
important.
with social media and the internet and all of that, even though that stuff is useful and can be very helpful, it also kind of dehumanizes people,
Yeah,
and it kind of made us less human. If that makes any sense. So it's one of those things, right?
yeah. I think that changed everything in how we communicate, how we talk, how we view each other, how much we share. All that stuff yeah. I think it's true.
But that's something that's lost, I think, because
Yeah.
people, it's like you were able to kind of develop like your gut, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But now not so much because you had to like face people and you had to kind of discern hands on basically
Yeah.
instead of from a distance.
Right. Now everything's so like I don't know, I feel like I've said this before, I feel so detached from like people.
Hmm.
And it's so much easier to be like a hermit crab nowadays than it was like back when people go and like knock on your door and be like, come outside. Now it's like, you look at your phone and you don't want to talk to the person, you just flip your phone over or whatever and move on.
All right. How about handling awkward silence? Not every moment needed to be filled with a screen notification or conversation.
Nope.
So you kind of just said that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I said almost the exact same thing.
That one right there, you know what you call it? Awkward silence.
Yeah.
Was
I
that
see what you did there.
Was that intentional? Wow, that was kind of clever, actually.
That was.
That was like an awkward silence. I like that.
No, but I really do think that with everything being so digital and so, hands off, it's not the same anymore. I miss having conversations with people. Like,
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Not all
especially
people.
being all like not antisocial, but socially awkward.
no, but you know what I don't like, and I try not to do it myself unless it's a really important message or a phone call. If I'm taking time out of my busy ass schedule, I always have something going on, whether it's with my family, with my mom, at my house. I'm always cooking, cleaning, doing housewife stuff, or whatever it is, If I'm setting apart time for you and we go out to lunch or we go out to dinner or we go out for coffee or whatever, my intention is not to look at my phone while I'm talking to you, right? And I hate it when I make time for people and they're constantly like on their phone.
That's kind of how it is now, though.
It is.
People are constantly on their phone. And I mean, I try not to be rude like that, but I mean, I get
You've
it.
gotten better with it, though. 'Cause
I
you
get
were
it.
horrible with it for a while, but
Say what?
yeah.
I don't think so.
No, you are like that.
No.
Yes. You're always, I'm doing something online.
Okay. In my defense, I use my phone for everything.
Yes.
Like, I don't carry a laptop around. Which would be nice, but it's a little more convenient on a cell phone. I do videos on my phone. I'll do graphics on my phone. I will do.
I get it.
And I'm constantly doing podcast stuff. I'm doing stuff for her podcast, for other people's podcast. So in my defense, I am on there a lot, but it's not doom scrolling or anything like that.
No, it's not. That's why I
And
said.
she has a knack for interrupting you when you're in the middle of something.
I don't care because, again, if you and I are spending time together, I don't care what you're doing on your phone. Your phone comes second to your wife, let me tell you.
I'll give you that one.
Exactly. So he has gotten better with that, because I have complained, like, dude, can we, like, have a conversation? Can you get off your goddamn phone for, like, 10 minutes? Is that possible?
Yes,
Or do I
can.
need to call you on the phone so we could, like, have a conversation?
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm going to start interrupting you like that.
Just call me.
Yeah, just call you.
Call me.
Yeah, let's see if he picks up.
Give me a little ring-a-ding.
Anyways, what's the next one?
I don't know. I put my phone down because I got yelled at.
Oh, you
just now.
got yelled at. How convenient.
Don't use your phone.
Don't use your phone.
Hold on one second. Technology. What did we just say? Handling awkward silences. Memorizing phone numbers. Many Gen Xers still remember numbers from 30 years ago, but forget why they walked into the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's very
I
true.
still remember my first phone number.
I remember. I remember maybe 2 or 3 of my old phone numbers.
I remember my first phone number, my best friend's phone number. Who else? Oh, and the taxi company's number. from where I grew up.
I remember that. I remember that number I used to call that brought up the bill.
Yeah, I'm sure you did, you pervert.
Yeah, I maybe remember 2 or 3 of my old phone numbers,
Yeah.
and
I remember 867 do 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 be do.
or for those of you in the Chicagoland area, 588.
2300.
See, she already
and
knew it.
five.
Then they added 800, which I thought was the dumbest
Yeah.
thing ever. 800, and then the commercial 800 588. No, that's not the same.
No,
You ruined it.
they did, bastards. They went out of business, right? They're not
No, I think they're still around.
really.
Yes,
They just don't have commercials then, because I haven't seen a commercial for them in a long time.
that is true. But I guess if you need carpeting, you know where to go.
Yeah. Or do you remember? I've got something for you.
Eagle Man, yes.
The Eagle Man insurance.
They need
That's
to
a
bring-
Chicago
I
thing.
I actually had that insurance.
Did you?
I did. Maybe, okay, I'm going to post that commercial so you guys know what we're talking about. So
If you
there's
grew up in Chicago, you know what it is.
So there's, I'll try to go through the whole little library of them. So here in Chicago, and I'm sure like other cities have this too, right? They have their local businesses that are kind of well known.
Yeah.
So here it was Victory Auto Wreckers,
Yeah.
and then the I guess the iconic moment in the commercial that everyone remembers is this guy going up to his car.
Station wagon.
And he opens the door and the door falls off.
And then he kicks the tire.
Yeah, and then he like gets mad. So there's Victory Auto Wreckers,
Yeah.
which I don't think exists anymore. I think
No.
they're gone.
They closed a couple years back.
Well, I think the airport bought that area,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
There's that, and then there's Eagle. I think it was Eagle
Yeah,
Insurance,
we just went through the whole commercial.
and that's classic. It was
Yeah.
this guy in an eagle suit that landed on a
It'd
car.
be like, so the eagle would land on the car, and then there's these two like blonde, like 80s looking chicks, right?
90s.
90s, late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
And she's like, did you hear that?
She's like,
like-
"What was that?"
It must be Eagle Man. And then they go outside and then they have this like, they both
acting
make that
was horrible.
expression. And then Eagle Man goes like, oh, I've got something for you. Oh, look at those low rates. You
And
think I'm
then-
exaggerating with the faces? No, that's how it was.
And Eagle Man laid an egg.
Oh, yeah. And the little chick would come out,
No one like kind of put that together. Like Eagle Man
laid an egg.
laid the egg, and then the little baby eagle came out with the card with the rates on it.
And then the girls would be like, oh, look at those low rates.
Like it's so cute. So there's that commercial, and then there was a carpet place here. If anyone out there knows anyone from Chicago, seriously, do this. Go up to them and just say 588
Two,
That's it.
300.
and see if they
Empire.
finish it.
Yeah, they'll finish it.
They will finish it. I'm telling you. If you just go up to say 588,
2, 300.
they're gonna finish it.
Yep.
Anyone? So if you know anyone from Chicago or the Chicagoland area, do that.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Yeah, so I'll see if I remember. I'll throw them up on the website. You guys could
Those
check
are
them out.
iconic commercials. from
Yeah, the
Chicago.
Eagle Man especially. It's freaking crazy.
Do you remember Push It? Pull It. Tell it to
Oh,
Golf Mill Ford.
Golf Mill Ford, yes. Because they had a thing where your car doesn't even have to run and they'll take
Yeah.
it.
And it'd be like this bigger dude, and that was his, what was his name?
I don't. Gus was it?
I don't know, but they'd
Big
be
Gus?
like, yeah, Big Gus, and Big Gus would be like pulling this
Like you'd
car
have
with
to
the
come
rope.
see Big Gus and he'll pull your car right off.
Yeah, so it was such a funny commercial.
Push it, pull
Pull
it.
it. Tow it to Golf Mill Ford.
Yeah,
Come visit Gus.
yeah. Come look at Gus.
I hope we don't get flagged for any of these.
The
But these are pretty
classics.
much all out of.
Oh, they're
Yeah, they're
old.
gone.
Most of those places don't exist
Yeah.
anymore. All right. So now, conflict happened in person. Disagreements couldn't be solved by unfriending, blocking, or leaving a group chat. Yeah,
Yeah.
that you had to do stuff face to face.
Yeah.
That or I mean, I guess just ignore the person, right? Either way, it was. I mean, it wasn't just like unfriending them.
No. It was funny because, like, as a kid, you would be best friends one week, and then next week you guys would be fighting. The week after, you guys would be friends, and then you guys became best friends again. It was this whole thing with the something about growing up with like friends and just
Yeah, but if you're real friends, you're gonna eventually just
be okay.
be all right.
Yeah.
I mean, people are gonna disagree about stuff. People, it's normal.
Definitely.
But I guess it depends on the kind of person you are, whether you're gonna hold it as a grudge or whatever.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll just keep moving on. Networking before LinkedIn. Opportunities often came from
Word of mouth.
No.
No?
Real world relationships, community involvement, and word of mouth. Well, yeah. I mean, things were more personal.
Yeah.
I mean, applying for a job, you had to walk in there.
Ask for an application.
Oh my gosh, it's just so weird, right? Like, I mean, the way we used to do it, you'd go in there, ask for an application, fill it out right then and there, turn it in, wait for an actual phone call, go back. Yeah, now it's visit the website, go to the app,
Yeah.
So, oh, how times have changed.
Oh, how they have changed.
Being unreachable. People left the house and simply weren't available. Nobody expected an immediate response. Yes, like especially if you call someone, there was no voicemail.
Sometimes they would have an answering machine.
That's when it started becoming a thing.
Yeah.
But before that,
No.
if they weren't home, they weren't home. And you just tried again later until they picked up.
Or you would just show up at the house like an hour or two later.
Yeah. Or you go over there like, oh, I tried calling you 2 hours ago.
Oh, I was with my mom at the grocery store.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You had to wait. So, now that you think about it.
I miss those days where people didn't know where the hell you were. Yep.
Oh, and then if you missed a call, you missed it.
Yeah.
You just had to wait for it now.
Yeah, I miss those days.
Well,
it's not much different for me. I don't answer my phone anyways.
That's true. Remember I told you I use my phone as a computer? Yeah, I rarely use the phone function.
As a phone, yeah.
I've always been like that. When I use my cell phone, I didn't use the phone part. It's just like, what's this? It's like an extra that I don't need.
Yeah.
I don't need the phone part. Learning through embarrassment. Social mistakes happen in front of a handful of people, not an audience of thousands online.
And there's no record of it.
That is very true. It's that I've discussed this with other people before because they tell me a story about something they did when they were a teenager or a kid or something, and there is absolutely no proof, no evidence. Like, oh, they can never find out it was me because it's like now you can't get away with anything.
No, because everybody and their mama has cell phones and there's cameras all over the place. And
everyone has a camera in their hand. There's cameras up in the sky. There's cameras everywhere. But back then, you don't got me on tape. It's like
I was a picture taker. I always was the the friend in the group that had a camera. So I have a lot of pictures from those days.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I have them now. I think they're in the garage in a box or something. But yeah, that was the only way. Like, you would take pictures and that was it. Like, and not everybody had access to a camera. So some people would have pictures and other people wouldn't.
Right. That's when you had cameras that had actual film in them.
Yeah.
They're like, what's film?
I remember when the digital camera first came out and I got one.
Those didn't last very long, though, because phones started to get more advanced, right?
Well, yeah, but because there was two types of people. There were the people that loved to take pictures on their phones, but I was the type of person that if I had a camera, I would rather have the pictures on my camera, because if you remember when phones started to have cameras and stuff, they didn't have a lot of memory in them. You can
No.
hold maybe like 50 pictures, if that, if you were lucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always had my digital camera.
All right. Finally, finding common ground with different people. Friend groups often included people with different interests because there weren't endless online niches.
Yeah.
True. I never really thought about
No.
that.
There was a lot of friends that I had that I just talked to because they were there. Like again, neighborhood kids. So I could see that.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So now I want to do like, I guess, like a rapid fire type of deal.
Okay.
We can make quick comments on this stuff, see if you guys remember any of these things or whatever, or experienced them. So this is funny, awkward Gen X traits. All right, so we'll run through these. Sound like a plan?
Yes.
Practicing what to say before calling someone.
What do I answer?
I don't know. Have you ever done it?
Yes.
I've never done that.
No.
Mm-mm.
Well, it depends what I'm calling for and who.
You were probably calling a boy.
Boy.
Look at her.
I didn't like to call boys. I was more of a face-to-face person. But anyways, go on to the next one.
Hanging up and redialing when a crush answered.
Absolutely. Yep.
I think I've done that once or twice.
Yeah.
There was a girl I liked, and I called, and she'd answer, and I'd just hang up.
It was funny because, a quick story. Every year at the beginning of the school year, we would get like these blue packets, and they had spiraled like a notebook, and it had absolutely every single student's number in there,
Oh, you were
and like their
saying, yeah.
parents and their address and stuff. And yeah, so if we would call crushes, we would prank call people. Just yeah, it was fun, good times. Anyways,
All right, calling a friend's house and having to talk to the parent first.
Yeah.
I mean, that was always...
that was normal.
That was kind of normal.
Yeah.
Recording songs off the radio and getting angry when the DJ talked over
Yeah.
the intro. Yeah, it was aggravating when they did that. But then they'd always play the song again later. so
Yeah,
you'd
you
always-
just had to be ready for it.
Yeah. Getting lost because admitting you needed directions felt like defeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't tell you how many times I ended up in like a suburb I'd never been to because I didn't want to ask for directions.
Let's see. Standing around at parties pretending to look busy. I was a wallflower. I was never... Every time there was a party, I would stay kind of out of the way in the corner somewhere.
I don't know. I'd be running around with my friends and we'd be playing games and stuff.
No, you know what I would do? And I would hang out by the DJ booth as normally.
Oh.
That's
okay.
kind of how I got into DJing, because I'd go to parties, and instead of being in the like dancing or
goofing
being-
around.
I was into the music, so I wanted to see what he was doing. So I would go hang out where the DJ was, and I'd watch him do his thing, and then just stand there in amazement, like, "Oh, this is so cool."
Did you guys have the because we had different dances throughout the year. Like we would have like a spring social, an ice cream social in
No,
summer.
we didn't have none of those things
And
in
then-
my school.
My favorite ones were the sock hop, and girls would wear like poofy skirts and like 50s type of clothes, and the boys would like wear, you know, typical 50s 60s clothes. And your parents would go, and it'd be like this fun thing. You know, you dance with the parents, you dance with your friends, you'd play games. We were little kids, you know, they used to do that.
No, we never had anything like that in my school.
And then we had at a local junior high, we used to have a what was it? I don't know, but it was a Mexican themed like celebration. I guess it might have been in September for Independence Day or something. I don't remember what it was, but like 2 months before, they would have us make like paper flowers and all the decorations, and all the schools would get together, and that would be the how you would meet like other kids in the area and stuff. Yeah, so those are my favorite like celebrations or whatever in school, like parties that we would have. But we had a lot of them.
We didn't have any.
It's because you went to private school.
I did,
Yeah.
until I went to high school. So
Anywho, next.
that's
These
it.
are supposed to be rapid fire. We failed.
Yeah, well, that's what we do around here. All right, that's it. I'm done
Alrighty.
because we're done.
I want to go memes.
As I do, we have to
Wrap it up.
Go back to our day jobs. Hooray!
Shush.
All right, guys. What do I want to say to you? Don't forget the website. Sessions and Lessons Unscripted.com. Just go over there because it's cool. And it's got a lot of cool stuff. Right?
Yes, very interesting.
Yeah, check it out. You can listen and watch the show on there. There's stuff we talk about on the show, et cetera, et cetera. And if you want to send us a message, go to Sessions and Lessons Unscripted, or I'm sorry, Sessions and Lessons Mail at gmail.com. And then feel free to send us anything if you want us to talk about something. You guys got questions you want us to discuss. You want to send us, anything. Just give us a shout at Sessions and Lessons Mail at gmail.com. Okay? Okay. And what do you have, lady?
Hello. No, you guys should check out Glowing Off Script. I release episodes every Friday, or as I like to call it, Friday. I took that.
Should we trademark that?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's not that big of a deal. But anyways, I am currently looking for guests. So if you guys are interested in coming on, let me know. If you guys have any show ideas or anything you want to ask me or a topic you want me to cover, you guys can always reach out to me at gloingoffscript@yahoo.com. I'm available the podcast is available on all major streaming platforms. If there's one that you use and that I am not on, just let me know and I will make it happen. That is all.
That is all, she says.
That is all.
All right. And guys, don't forget my book, May December End, The Ballad of Joey Flowers. It is available right now on Amazon, Amazon Kindle, and Nook and Barnes & Noble. You can also pick it up at Studio Moonfall and StudioMoonfall.com. Just a quick note, the Kindle version right now is $2.99 all day, every day. So pick up a copy if you got a Kindle. Yeah, it's available on paperback. So, yeah, grab a copy today. Father's Day is coming up, so if your dad likes to read or he's into that kind, books or whatever, I think that would make a pretty cool gift. I think.
Absolutely. It's a quick read.
It is a quick read, easy read. You can read a little bit, put the book down, come back to it. It's kind of a memoir. It's journal posts that I had, blog posts that I wrote, and just like random thoughts and stuff. And when I put them all together, it's like, hey, this is kind of like a self-help type of deal. And it was unintentional, but that's what it ended up as. So we'll pick it up today. All right. Anything, lady? Anything extra?
Yes. Remember to drink your coffee and sip your tea.
How about sip your coffee and drink your tea?
No, that is wrong. Get out of my face.
No, I think I'm a rebel. I'm gonna do it backwards.
Them's fighting words, man.
So, chug your coffee and what?
Thank you for joining us, you
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. We really appreciate you, and spread the word. Let people know that we're out here. Yeah, and catch us on the next one. Looking forward to seeing you guys.
Bye, guys. Have a great week.
All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.
We don't plan, we just practice. press play, you say careful, I throw the script away.